are these local-ass bitches? On today's show, the bitches welcome sweet, fine, sexy British podcaster and musician Davian Dent. Listen as Davian reduces the lap gals to giggly schoolgirls at a Justin Bieber museum. Nora talks about Big Bird in space, while Lisa wants to put her Big Bird in your place. Manny discusses cooking with cum and Girl Scout cookies, while Rosa proves she's a laid-ass bitch with a heart of gold. Without further ado,
I'm Lisa.
I'm Manny.
I'm Rosa.
I'm Nora.
Welcome to the lab.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the lab.
Welcome everybody.
Welcome. Hello, how are you today?
Well, I'm excellent. I don't know how you guys are feeling, but I'm feeling sexcellent, actually.
Oh yeah, of course. Like I said, Manny always has to sex it up.
Well, obviously.
Words,
obviously.
Music, yeah.
Potato chips. I can sex up a potato chip like nobody's business. That's how I roll. No, today we're really excited because we have a really exciting guest on the show. We have an international guest.
Ooh, the international star.
An international star. He is part of a podcast called Strange Time, and I believe other podcasts as well, but Strange Time is his main podcast. He's also part of a band called Final Hour, which I think you guys should check out, and we'll talk about this band as well. But please welcome Davian Dent.
Good morning. Hello, you sexy bastards. How's it going? You all right?
I love being called a bastard.
Yeah, I know. I love it.
Happy.
Us English, we do like to swear a bit, so I must apologise beforehand. I do have a bit of a potty mouth, it must be said.
Perfectly fine.
Bitch is our last name.
Yeah, bitch is our last name, so it works just fine.
Cool, lovely.
Like I mentioned, we're one bitch short, actually.
Yes.
Rosa's on her way. She works downtown, and that's kind of about, 45 minutes an hour away.
Yeah, but she takes a train and then she has to drive. It's like this whole rigmarole. So she'll be here in a little bit.
Oh, lovely.
Mm-hmm. I also wanted to start off just by saying thank you for putting our advertisement in your podcast. It was really cool of you.
Yes, thank you very much.
Hey, no worries. It's a great show. I dig it.
Oh my God, I'm so glad. Because we just do what we always do. And I'm so excited. We're all so excited that other people are, some people are catching on to it and enjoying it. We'll see.
We like talking shit.
Yeah.
We just talk shit. I mean, we talk like this when the recorder's not on. So we just kind of thought, well, let's try and see if people, like what we have to say. Or I just laugh at our stupid jokes.
Yeah, exactly.
Hopefully the latter.
Well, we've been friends for over 30 years.
Yeah.
So
my word.
Yeah. He said my word.
What? Oh.
That's one of our things, actually, from years ago.
That's one of our bitchinary words.
Yeah, we have to put that on there. Basically, though, that's a very, like, whenever we're describing somebody that's highbrow, really, kind of, just used to the finer things.
Yeah.
Well, that's me. Yep, that's me. I'm very fucking highbrow.
So, tell us more about the other podcast you're involved in. I know I love Strange Times. I've listened to about 5 or 6 episodes. I've not caught up all 158 just yet.
Oh, so
what else are you doing out there?
What else? Apart from Strange Times, I do a rather dark and disturbing show called The Bitter Sound. It's kind of like the audio equivalent of a heavy LSD dose.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Check it out sometime. Yeah, have a smoke of something pleasant, put on your headphones and have a listen. You might be a bit disturbed, but hey, that's all right.
Yeah, I'm not opposed to disturbing things. Like, I'm totally,
As long as it doesn't involve kids, I'm good.
Yeah, kids or animals, anything, like that.
Like, don't ask me to watch Gummo.
No way.
Shit.
Yeah, there are certain things that, yeah.
And I've been meaning to do LSD, so I think that sounds great.
Now you have an excuse.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go.
I was like, I need to do LSD. It's been 15 years, probably.
Since we went to the planetarium?
Nora and I went on LSD once, and we went to the planetarium here in Chicago.
Fantastic. I must say, sir, you have an incredibly brilliant hat on.
Oh, yes, it's my R2-D2 hat. For those of you that can't see, obviously, if you're listening, you can't see, but it is an R2-D2. My head looks like R2-D2.
Yeah.
It does indeed.
With a beard.
And a bill. You know, you have like that. Yeah.
I read something where people said that, you know, he's the dirtiest character ever because they bleep everything he says.
Oh, that's
excellent. We like that.
I like that.
So yeah, tell us about your band getting back together. We were kind of talking about doing that ourselves, kind of resurrecting some old songs.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. I'm not your fucking whore.
Yeah.
Oh, I am. I'll be your whore.
Oh, well, talk later.
The band, yeah. One of the band's old songs I did, Christ, we're talking about 1991. It got picked up by this magazine over here called Record Collector Magazine. I don't know if you get it over in the States. But they got together with this record label, Rough Trade, who used to have bands like the Smiths and that sort of thing on. And they picked this song to go on a compilation album of unsigned bands from that time. So I said, yep, why not? Go on. It'll be good for a laugh. And then they said, we want you to do a gig. So it was like, fuck. We've not played these songs in over 20 years. The drummer, we kind of got rid of because he turned out to be a bit of a Nazi. Very unpleasant character. One of the other guitarists decided to become a geography teacher. So there's just me and my mate, and then we got some other people together, and we thought, let's pretend we're 23 again.
Oh, that's fantastic.
That's exactly what music does to you, doesn't it? It just kind of lets you relive your youth in a way that was more free and energetic, and we didn't give a shit.
Yeah.
Damn right.
We didn't give a. Our logo was blood coming out of your legs. You know what I mean?
Well, coming out of the
vajayjay.
Yeah, the vajayjay.
Well, the name of the band was 28th Day, which represented the menstrual cycle.
Yeah.
Oh, very clever. I like it. Yeah.
Yeah.
We decided to just go for it.
We just piss off our parents.
And then also, like, I feel, at least like speaking for myself, that if music is something that you're passionate about, it always will keep coming up in your life. You know what I mean? Like, it'll never go away. You'll be 70 years old, and you'll still get the urge. Like, that's, you know, like I've felt that throughout my life. Even when I put it down for a little while in my 20s while I was in school, I still always had that, like, pull to go back and, like, do it again, you know?
Yeah, but I can't imagine being 75 years old and be like,
oh, shit. I could totally do it. My voice would probably sound like sandpaper, but I'll probably still do it.
Yeah, do it. You got to do it.
It's great. Well, Lisa and Manny are both professional musicians. They kept it up after we stopped. Mm-hmm. I kind of fell off the face of the earth and got married, had kids, got divorced, all that crazy stuff. And I just kind of decided it'd be nice. Yeah, it'd be nice to kind of get back into it again. It's a feeling that you, like Lisa said, you never get rid of.
Yep.
That's it.
There's a
it never goes.
There.
Yeah, and we listened to one of your songs, and I really liked it. What would you say your style is? Kind of like punk thrash sort of style?
It kind of depends what mood we're in. What song did you listen to?
What's the name of the song?
It was the one that you put on SoundCloud recently, Splitting in Two.
Oh, yeah, that was, that's just a cover version of an old punk classic, an old English punk classic.
Oh, yeah.
I wasn't familiar, but very cool.
Yeah. There's a band who originally did it called Alternative TV. And one of my favourite bands, the Chameleons, did a cover version of that song, but I preferred the version that the Chameleons did. So we're kind of covering a cover version, if that makes any sense. Yeah.
No, it totally makes sense. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, and normally we're a little bit more mellower. We're kind of like the Cure sort of stuff. We like that sort of vibe. Yeah. There you go. FinalHourMusic.com. There you go. Buy the EP. Keep me in cocaine for another week.
Great. Well, you mentioned that you're not drinking anymore, but you're smoking in a...
No, yeah, the doctor told me that I've been a very naughty boy to my liver, and I need to give it some tender loving care for 6 fucking months.
What? Yeah, you got to put the brakes on it, like when the doctor says it. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm currently drinking my Manuka honey because it's good for my throat.
I love Manuka honey.
Yes, it's I don't know if it's expensive over there, but over here it's very, very fucking expensive.
It is.
Like for a little pot.
Yeah, it's they're from Australia.
Well, I don't know what that is. What
Manuka
is that?
honey. It's the bees pollinate like from the Manuka bush, which is closely related to tea tree. It's not the same tea tree oil, but it's very antiseptic. You can even use it for wound healing.
Oh,
so yeah, it's very
antiseptic bush.
Yeah.
Who thought of that?
I've come across some of those after gigs, I tell you. Jeez.
I love that stuff. Yeah, very good.
Yeah, it is good, but it's expensive, kids. So don't wipe it on your private parts unless it's a special occasion.
So you can't have wine, beer, none of that. Just
no alcohol whatsoever. Smoking rather more hash than I used to compensate, but no booze at all. See, it was getting quite heavy.
That's one thing I missed. I used to live in Europe. No, I know Britain's not Europe, but it is Europe.
It is.
But
it
I
is.
know hash is much more of a thing in Europe.
Yeah.
Because here it's very difficult to find. Here it's mostly just pot. But I always really enjoyed smoking hash, and here it's almost impossible to get.
Yeah.
It's nice. It's nice. You get to relax a little bit and loosen up, shall we say?
Yeah, it's a different. I think it's
more mellow?
It's mellower.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here it's like, oh my god. Sometimes like you smoke and everything just looks like cardboard.
Yeah, it could be very strange because you don't know what you're going to get. It could be laced. You know, like the way certain strains. I mean, it's really if you don't know who you're getting it from.
We're paranoid by nature.
Yeah, maybe that's why.
Yep. I'm with you there, sis.
That should be our new band name, Paranoid by Nature.
That's not bad. That's absolutely brilliant. Yeah, do it.
I'm writing it down.
I love it.
So I'm part of that Facebook chat for the Strange Times group.
Yeah, I just heard about this.
I love them. Everyone is the sick fuck on there. I love it.
Yeah.
How's it? Can I get an intro?
Yeah, come along. Send us a friend request and join in the fun. The Strange Times chat room. Yeah, we do tend to attract some of the more seedier characters of the underbelly of podcast world, but I love them all like my dead kittens. I do.
Yeah, nice. Don't say dead kittens in front of Lisa.
Yeah, I was like, what? Yeah.
Lisa's the cat lady.
So when she comes in, I say,
And just the
"Hey."
animal.
So when she comes in, I say, "Hey, you're the bitch that kills cats, yeah?"
Be careful, my Sicilian will come out.
Never mess with the Sicilian when death is on the line.
Hey, yo, wait. And Chicago on top of that?
Yeah, Chicago. Yeah,
Forget about it.
Fafumkula.
What, have you ever received anything that's like been so sick you've had to delete it? Because I mean, everything on there is pretty cool, but
No. I'm of the opinion, as are some of my friends over here. I don't think anything should be beyond satire and humour as long as you treat it with a bit of intelligence. The only things that I've removed have been things, racial issues and that sort of stuff, and general bigotry, and people being sorry, almost dropped the C-bomb there. People being
good. We're not offended by cunt.
Yeah, we're not offended by cunt. We're not the type. We're not the Americans that. Yeah.
Fantastic, because
That's a word.
because as you know, over here in England, we do like the cunt.
Oh, totally.
And
Yes.
it's got a different connotation in England. I think it's not as serious, right?
But the harshness and vitriol it can be associated with has kind of been watered down over the years, especially with the proliferation of the older English gangster movies in the 90s, and it's more punctuation now, really. I suppose you can.
That's what it seems like to me. Here, oh my God forbid.
Right.
You say, I mean, people get really bent out of shape. It never bothered me.
It never bothered me.
Like,
either.
not any more than anything else.
No.
You know what I mean? Like,
Weird of us or just cool of us?
yeah.
Well,
Exactly.
it's also, we were talking about this a few episodes ago. It's not one of those words that has a history as far as we know. Like, I know the N-word here, or like, you know, faggot for us gay guys, that has like a history and a thing behind it. But like, I don't know if cunt has.
Yeah, like a huge stigma.
I
Like
don't know where
yeah.
it comes. I don't know.
Just all of a sudden, everybody was like uber offended. That's what I remember. All of a sudden, we were like, "Oh my God, can you believe he said the C word?"
Yeah, right.
You're like, "Wow." Okay.
I think they said it on SpongeBob.
No, they didn't.
He was like, see you next Tuesday.
Oh my God, that would have been brilliant.
I never saw that.
Fantastic.
Oh God, that's great.
I have got to find a sample of that now.
I know. That would be perfect. I love SpongeBob.
Hang on, shall I see if I can find it? I'll see if I can find it on YouTube.
Yeah, because I want to hear it.
Yeah.
I love SpongeBob even
SpongeBob
more now.
SquarePants cunt.
The other thing is, like, I think you can be offensive and do that. You just have to be funny.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? I think, like, those are the best comedians. Like, they can be super offensive, but as long as you're freaking funny, you're fine. It's when you do it in a mean-spirited way or you're coming from a bad place.
I think it's more than that. I think comedians, like, in order to be a comedian, I don't know what it is. It's like a secret sauce that they have spilling out of their tongue. For some reason, they could say, I don't know what it is, because they are humorous, but somebody else could be humorous and say that same shit, and people will burn them at the stake. But for some reason, a comedian gets away with it. I don't know if that's their talent. You know how, like, a talk show host has a talent in order to be able to, like, conduct an interview and keep it going. I don't know what it is that they have.
Yeah, it's called a fucked up child.
It's amazing. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, like, I don't know.
I think so.
I
don't know. I just find it fascinating.
I think I might have found the clip on YouTube. Hang on a second. Let's see if we got it, shall we?
Oh my God.
See you next Tuesday.
Yes. Amazing. So what are you bastards been up? What are you bastards been up to today then?
Today, nothing much, really.
No.
I've been a lot.
You did a lot?
Yeah, I did.
Today, this whole week, I've been, like, totally crazed. So today I was like, okay, gotta decompress.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I boxed with my friend Alexis. Her and I are getting back on boxing.
Cool.
Yeah, I love that. And then, I kind of just ran some errands, got shit together, made sure the program for us was working, and it was before we actually connected.
Oh, you should have seen us last night.
Oh.
Because we Skyped each other, and oh my God, it was hysterical. It was like, a one-sided conversation from Nora. I had to call her on the phone because I'm like, this isn't working. Your shit's not working. It ended up being my mic on my end that the level wasn't recording because I had to, like, switch something else.
Okay.
So she said that when she recorded us, she was like, oh my God, your voice has, like, this weird echo. It's like Jimmy Two Times from Goodfellas. And it ended up being because I was on the phone. So the voice was coming through twice. It was ridiculous. Like, are you serious? Like, how difficult could it be?
What about you? What did you do today?
Today, it's been quite a normal humdrum day, actually. Just pottering around the house, preparing for an invasion of small children who have come for a sleepover. My God,
Nice.
The horror. That's all I can. The horror. Jesus wept. Dear.
It's like you don't think about, like, when you were that kid. It's like now you think back, you're like, man, was I this annoying?
Yeah, but nowadays, like, people are having these sleepovers younger and younger. Like, you have to be social when you're 2. Like,
True.
My mom didn't let me sleep over somebody's house until I was, like, 13 or 14.
Exactly. Same
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah,
they were always like, what if there's a fire? That was always their thing. Like, my parents were, like, super paranoid. Like, people would come over and sleep over by us, no problem. Like, that didn't matter. But us going over to somebody else, unless it was a family member, no, like, so what if there's an emergency? You're like, are you serious?
Yeah, and you're like, I'm never going to sleep over ever again.
Exactly.
Oh, dear.
It could also be because we have, like, paranoid Euro parents. You know what I mean? So they were always,
I mean, my parents just didn't get it. They're like, why? What? You have a bed?
Yeah, that
like,
too.
What are you going to do? What are you going to do over there?
Oh, dear.
Well, Manny and his sister Rosa used to live across the street from Lisa and her sister Rosa.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So Manny and little Rosa used to play hooker and John.
Yeah, they did.
Oh my God.
Because of Cinemax.
Wow.
Because we were the first, like, one of the first families to have cable. So remember, you guys would watch, and we didn't have a lock. There was no children locks. There was, none of that stuff, so they could watch whatever they wanted, whenever they wanted.
Well, we would just watch the cop shows where, like, the guy would pick up the prostitute and they would go in the car, but we didn't know what happened after that. So we would just pretend, like, I would drive up and, like, pick her up.
And you would be like, hey,
and
how much?
She'd get in the car and be like, how much? And she'd be like, $5. And then she would, like, get in my car, and then we would just drive her. We're like, well, what happens now? She's like, I think we just drive around.
Oh, bless.
They were like 5 years old.
Oh, that's sweet, eh? That's something to tell your children.
Memories.
Let's play prostitute.
Prostitute, that's what they called it. They played prostitute.
Fantastic.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
Those were the days. Well, what I did today is my boyfriend got a random text message from a wrong number.
Oh.
And the number said,
this is awesome.
It's Eva. Can you ask Sharna what Girl Scout cookies she wants? To which my boyfriend responded, she wants the ones filled with cum.
Isn't it great?
So then she
Oh my
responded,
God.
which ones? And then he responded, I don't know what they're called. She just asked for the ones with all of the delicious cum leaking out of them.
Yeah.
To which the woman responded, I don't know. I will try.
What the fuck? Holy shit.
Apparently she's in a part of the country where cum means something.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, what?
She's probably like a 90-year-old spindly woman.
That is just so strange.
Just trying to collect a cookie order.
Wow. Hey, have you got her phone number?
We have her phone number, yeah.
And she's been like, no, Shani.
Can you imagine her going to the Girl Scouts and be like, which are the ones with the cum? And asking a little girl, do you have the cum ones, sweetie? Where are the ones with the cum?
What color box are those? Oh my God. That's a different cream filling, honey.
Oh,
boy.
man.
It's very wrong. Very, very wrong.
So,
Love it.
One of the things that I watched the other day was the Carol Spinney story. Do you know who Carol Spinney is?
No.
Nope.
He's the man who has been inside the Big Bird suit for over 31 years.
Wow.
So he's basically Big Bird. You know me.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I know. I was always tallest in the class.
That's right.
And they used to call me Big Bird.
Yeah.
But that's a different story. I love Big Bird.
It's a different story for another day. Yeah.
It requires tissue and therapy, but that's a different story.
Tissues. Oh, okay.
And therapy. Not the good kind of tissue. And so one of the things they spoke about was the fact that he's just a kind and gentle soul.
Aww.
He's very much like Big Bird in a way.
I love Big Bird.
I know he's very sensitive and he's a loner, but he's also very loving and very curious, kind of like Big Bird's a big kid, you know. And next,
what happened? Am I gonna get mad?
Back in the 80s, whenever that was, they asked him to be on
The Challenger.
and he said, well, I'm not sure, let me talk it over with my fans again, it'd be great. And he said, yeah, I'll do it. And at the last minute, they decided, I don't know how they thought they were going to get the Big Bird suit inside the capsule anyway.
It's so weird.
Oh, he was going to be in the suit?
He was in the suit.
What? I don't know. Anyway, in the last minute, they replaced him with that teacher.
Whoa.
Wow. Can you imagine the traumatized children? That would be terrible.
Yeah, that's like total divine intervention.
Wow.
That's crazy. I had no idea. I didn't know that was even.
So he would have been the first bird. Well, I guess not up in space. That's oh man.
But can you imagine all these kids from all over the
because
world?
it would be a big publicity thing. It would be like Big Bird's going like on a spaceship.
Oh my God.
Oh my Lord.
Isn't that sad?
Oh.
Well, it's not sad. Well, it is. What happened was sad.
Right.
Obviously.
Right. But
can you imagine the implications of that? You know, if the switch out wasn't made. Oh, the other bitches arrived.
Oh, nice.
You get the complete foursome.
Oh, blimey, it's been a while since I've had one of them. Cocks and boobs everywhere.
With your podcast, what's what would you say is the strangest episode you guys have ever had?
The strangest episode? Probably...
Or the most memorable, maybe.
Most memorable. That probably doubles as the most strangest as well. We had a charming chap on our show a couple of times by the name of Bill Haywatt. Now, Bill Haywatt, he is the booth announcer on the comedy podcast called Succotash. Are you aware of Succotash?
no.
It's right. Let me tell you about Succotash. It's a fantastic podcast run by a guy called Mark Hershon. Very nice chap. Basically, it is the comedy podcast. But this chap, Bill Haywatt, he is a lovable old alcoholic rogue, and you never know what's going to happen when he appears on your show. Normally chaos and very, very politically incorrect chat. But he's a top bloke.
That's nice.
Yes.
Yeah, we're totally all about the like no PC, not PC. Like we're totally fine with that. You know, like too PC, it just like makes my blood boil. Like,
Yeah.
sometimes.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
It is. It's gotten a little bit too much.
I think there's reasons for it,
Oh,
but
totally.
then, you know, it can go too far. For sure. For sure.
Look, come on. Like, really? Like, you're so sensitive about every single freaking thing. It's ridiculous.
And you're like looking for something
But I don't
to
want
be
to walk down the street and have people call me a faggot all the time.
No.
That's not okay.
No.
You know what I mean? There has to be limits.
But it went
it's all
a
in the
little bit.
spirit. Like you can say that word if like you're using it in a certain context. It's all about the way you're saying it. Like we were saying before.
Right.
You know. But there are certain things like you just can't be a dick. You know, that's the thing.
Well, that's
just
it.
Don't be a dick.
Don't be a dick. But I mean, really, like, I can't do that because
it's almost like people are looking for something to be offended about. Like, you know what I mean? You're totally like, well,
Yeah.
what is that supposed to what the hell was that supposed to mean? You know, like for any little thing. Yeah. Like that's like it's a little bit too much. Yeah.
Oh dear.
So, we're anti that. Anything that is remotely close to that. Just even that conversation we had not too long ago about you observing the woman with her children. Like that kind of thing where everyone is so soft now.
Oh,
and,
totally.
like, overly sensitive with their kids. I'm a parent too,
Yes.
and I don't really believe in being super soft with my kids. They have to have responsibilities. They have to be, I'm realistic with what I expect from them. I know their strengths, I know their weaknesses, but I'm not going to coddle them either, because part of my job as a parent is to prepare them for the world.
Exactly. That's what I think. Even though I don't have children, I'm looking at this as an outside observer, but they're children, for Christ's sake. They need guidance. Their frontal lobes aren't even fused yet. You know what I mean? Like, they don't know consequences. They're really, obviously. We were like that too. Think about it.
Before our frontal lobe.
Yeah. I mean, think about the risky, stupid shit that we did that now we think back, we're like, God, that was dumb.
We did some horrible shit.
We did that as teenagers, though. I mean, like,
as teenagers, you don't get your frontal, like, that's in your 20s. Yeah.
Like, Rosa and I got into a van.
Yes.
With
as
no
teenagers.
windows.
Yes.
And short skirts. We're like, yeah, sure, we'll go to a party with you. I could be mincemeat for like pond koi right now.
I know. And you don't even think about it. Think back, like try to put yourself in that mind space that you were in. Like it wasn't even a thought. I don't know what the hell was.
You're like, unmarked van? Count me in.
Yeah. It's just so weird.
Oh, how many people do you have in the back? There's like 3 or 4 of them. Oh yeah, that's cool.
My
and
God.
We used to go to these abandoned factories, and we would cut school and go to these abandoned factories, hang out, smoke up, drink. Hello? There was like stairs falling apart. Like people would like, they'd be like,
oh, asbestos.
It was asbestos, and people were like falling through like the floor. They'd be like, oh, Brian, like his leg got stuck, and everybody was like, I mean, and they're like, oh God, and then we would go back, like, what are you thinking? And we thought that was a good time.
Yeah, what is it, like Footloose? He's like dancing.
Yeah, it was completely abandoned because, all the jobs went overseas. You know what I mean? So, like, all those, over there on Laramie and Grand, like, all those factories that used to be there.
Oh,
yeah, we used to go over there all the time.
That used to be our old band practice space.
Oh, yeah, on the south side. That's where we practice, like, warehouses that have been, like, repurposed for practice, rehearsal spaces. And there's probably some asbestos in there. There's got to be.
What makes the high better?
And we're talking like, yeah, well, we got to practice.
And we did as best as we could.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that's where we practice. They're like old factories.
Oh, that's so funny. So one of the things that we were talking about last episode was just trying to get our shit together for the next year, and what we kind of talked about what we wanted to do going forward. Did you have anything like that you were wanting to accomplish for yourself?
I very rarely have a plan. Yeah, I'm not particularly organised. I just go with the flow, really. Sometimes I'll have a little idea or a flight of fantasy, and I'll follow it for a little while. But then I'll get bored and want to do something else. There's no real clear-cut goals for any of my shows. Just have a laugh. If other people like it, then fuck, it's cool.
Yeah, that's how we are too, I think.
Yeah.
We were just kind of talking about also like in our personal lives. So like Manny, like you said you wanted to stop talking to yourself in a negative way? Like, did you? And
No, I have. I've tried to like at least notice when it's happening. Like, just your internal dialogue sometimes can be kind of negative about yourself. And you don't even notice it. You're just, like, oh, I shouldn't be eating this, or I shouldn't be doing that, or I should be should. All these shoulds. Just like, chill out, dude.
Right.
Let me be.
Don't talk to me like that, bitch.
So now it's like when I'm doing it, I'm like, I heard that.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So just acknowledge that that's happening in your own brain.
Yeah.
Trying to be nicer to yourself.
Yeah, it's
Rosa,
important. It's important to do that.
it is important. I think once we start treating ourselves better, we can treat other people kindly too.
Yeah.
You know? But I love the quote from last show where Rosa says, if you want to eat that ass, eat that ass.
Yeah, she was like, if there were things that you've been putting on the back burner that you haven't gotten around to doing for whatever reason, and that was one of the things that she thought of.
Yes, I can't wait to ask her if she's eating ass. Episode.
She'll be like, well, I wasn't talking about me. I was just saying in general.
Saying.
Yeah.
I'm saying just for a friend, my ass. What about you?
So for me, from last episode, like how you were just talking about the internal dialogue, I also implemented that as well. Even though I probably was starting to myself, but now after you mentioned it, like I'm more aware of it.
You notice it, right?
Absolutely. So now that it's like been brought, like when it gets brought to your attention, you're like more, cognizant of it. So that has helped like quite a bit. And in terms of me getting my shit together, slowly but surely, like we're still in January, but every time I have the feeling, because I tend to procrastinate, like I said last episode. So whenever I have the, like I feel like I'm starting to go that way, I'll just kind of decide not to. You know what I mean? I'll be like, okay, no. First, let me do it. I'm mindful of it, and that's really helping. And what Manny had said before, it's like just for 10 minutes, like be a goal, like for 10 minutes, I'm going to go online and pay my bills, or for 10 instead of being all over the place, like oh my god, I better do this like right now, and having to do it like midnight, like you know what I mean, like a timeout, like to do like my mundane, like stuff during the day. Yeah, so it has helped.
Oh, good.
So far, and we're only a few weeks into January.
A few weeks, I mean, like, you've gotta, I love that line from the Red Hot Chili Pepper song, I'm slow to finish, but I'm quick to start.
Yeah,
because that's me, totally.
Yeah,
I like that, that's good. That's good.
And so I have started, like, everything on my categories that I wanted to start off, like, I wanted to, get more involved in work, and I wanted to do more things with the kids, and I wanted to, start working out more. And, I've been running, and that's something that's like I never ran before. So it's something for me, something measurable.
Yeah.
That I can keep track of,
And well, good on you, man, because I don't like running.
Wait, what was it again? It was fast to start? Wait,
slow to finish.
But quick,
and quick to start.
Oh, okay. That's like my sex life.
Well, that's good then, right?
Yeah.
And, I've been trying to play the guitar, so I've got calluses on my hands.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, which is wonderful. Well, that's the start.
I just know like 3 chords, but, how much more do you need when you're playing punk rock songs, right?
Yeah.
And
Davian, what do you play?
Drums, bass, guitar, keyboards, and sing. I basically record the songs myself, but when it comes to live work, then I get other people to help me play live.
Oh my god, so it's like Prince.
I'm significantly taller and not as much of a cunt.
Prince Day.
I just bought a new guitar actually a couple of weeks ago. It's a really nice. It's a Fender Jazzmaster baritone, so it's got thicker strings, and you tune it down more for like a really nice heavy sound. It's very nice. Yeah.
That sounds fantastic.
I think that's one of the things that I loved about bass is that heavy sound, the foundation to a lot of things, that sound that you can get from no other instrument, that it really gets, for me, it speaks to me, it gets in my gut, and I've always loved the role it plays in songs because that's just...
It's an undercurrent. It's the undercurrent of a song. It's like along with the drums. Yeah, which is what I like about it too.
And Nora was a fierce bass player.
Oh, yeah.
Really
fantastic.
We'll send you some of the recordings of the stuff we used to do.
Yeah, please do, man. Nice one.
Like definition of a slut, don't call me a chick. I don't know. you're full of shit. We had a bunch of stuff. We'll send them to you.
Yeah.
Send it over. Send it over.
Really radio friendly.
Yeah, totally. Especially back then, too. You know, like in the 90s.
And they were all recorded on cassette tape, so they're like a boombox recording.
Yeah,
Oh, my word. Cassette, yeah.
Yeah, well, you know, I mean, we prepped Neil, at least. You know, he went on to big and wonderful things.
Oh, he's a wonderful drummer, though. He always was
our
really
old
good.
drummers, and I don't know if you're familiar with the Smoking Popes at all. They're like a bigger Chicago base.
He's also in the Lawrence Arms.
Yeah. Smoking Popes. He's in another one, too. But he's toured around the world. And
Oh, wow. That's cool.
Yeah.
He's awesome. And he was always really good. I mean, even at 15, he had, you know, like just like this innate sense of rhythm. And also like a virtuosity. Like, you know, like the way he played. Like, he just was that way.
And he's like you, where he could just pick up any instrument and just start playing it.
Yeah.
Like he's like even a piccolo, he'll start playing a piccolo.
Yeah. And to top it all off, he was super sweet.
Yeah.
You know, like to top
that's
it all
brilliant.
off.
So one of the other things that I wanted to do with the group was I have to do something for work that requires me to think on my feet, and I had to pull up these questions, some random questions online, and so that I could give a speech about them. And I thought it'd be a fun thing to do a podcast.
Okay.
To have it kind of pick a number, and then I can go through the list. But we have to perv it up. So I kind of like, you know, when people read their fortune cookies and then they have to say in bed at the end. We'll do that with these questions and then like explore the answers. Are you guys cool with that?
In bed.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah, I mean, just perv it up, bitch it up.
All right.
All right.
I volunteer to go first.
All right, so pick number 1 through 365.
69.
Oh, of course! Yeah.
There you
I
go.
already knew
There it
before.
is.
Man,
There
I
it
hope
is.
It's bigger, it's larger than 69.
Oh.
Oh.
What gives your life meaning? ... in bed.
Oh, wow.
Meaning in bed for me, I'm one of the weird people that when I kiss, I like to look the person in the eye. Not all the time, but
That's
I
sexy.
like that.
That's
I
sexy.
like looking
That's
in the
hot.
eye while
Yeah.
I'm kissing. And fortunately, Cameron, my boyfriend, loves that too. So we're very
Well, thank God.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I think other people
Why are you
like
kissing the
get
lips?
intimidated.
Because like your eyes get crossed if you're looking.
Well, you can get Cyclops eye too. Sometimes
Yeah.
if you're, like,
Yeah,
too close. But like, yeah, once I like looking and like connecting.
But you're more like on the side, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
you could like do it and kind of open
But if
softly.
you're like doing something else and looking, that's cool too.
yeah, for sure. You can poke them up and. So that's my answer.
Awesome. All right, Davian, pick a number.
13.
13. That's a good one. That's
13.
lucky in Italy.
Oh,
Yeah, it's lucky in Italy, yeah.
really?
13.
Do you celebrate the things you do have? ... in bed.
Less and less now, getting older, but yeah, I do try.
All right, Lisa, what about you?
22.
22.
Cool. I'm also.
That's 23. Yeah.
23 means butt.
Yeah.
I don't know
In
why.
Italian.
That's my favorite.
My dad explained to me why, and I forgot. Like why 23 means butt. It means butt. I still don't
Yeah,
understand.
because when we played bingo with the family, whenever 23 would come up, the whole family would go, "Coolo."
Yeah.
Like, fuck.
We're like, what?
Yeah, I don't know.
That's my
Yeah. We
Well,
played bingo for Christmas and that happened.
kismet, man.
Yeah.
Oh, what would you regret not fully doing, being, or having in your life? ... in bed.
Oh, wow. What do I regret?
No.
Oh.
What would you regret not fully doing,
Oh.
being, or having in your life in bed?
Oh, my. Should I say it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Say it. Say it.
Pegging.
Pegging.
Yes.
Yeah. That was very enjoyable for both parties.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love that. David, are you familiar with pegging?
I don't know what it means over in America. Do tell.
I think it's a fairly new term, isn't it?
Yeah. Yes, it is. Yes.
It's when a woman wears, I guess, a strap on and
Yeah.
penetrates the man.
Oh, that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Know all about that.
Yeah.
Well, fantastic.
Yeah. So that's mine.
We were talking. There was a show called Broad City. I don't know if you're familiar with that show, but they have a whole episode about it. It's very funny.
Ah, all right.
Yeah, that's why. And they were all like, "Oh my god!" Yeah, it was.
It's
hilarious.
kind of a taboo subject that's actually coming into the mainstream. A lot of people are more comfortable talking about it now, I think.
Yes.
Because it's not something that I think less men are ashamed of it.
You know, and on the online dating app, you know, which is, you know, the one that we've been on and stuff like that, I've gotten more than a few requests for that. Like, you know, like asking if I'm into that. Which, I swear to God, and which is so strange because nowhere in my profile do I mention anything. Like, not even in the questions, I don't think I, you know.
Maybe it's your strong personality.
It's just so weird. Yeah.
This woman should have a cut.
It's just so strange. Yeah, so I'm like, it's, you know, so I'm assuming maybe they're making their rounds. Maybe they're, you know what I mean? Like they're going around and seeing who's going to bite.
Like process of womanization.
Yeah, I guess. I just found it really interesting. And also the other bitch is here.
Oh, hi, Rosa.
Hi, Rosa.
Hey.
Rosa, this is Davian, Rosa.
Hi, my love. How are you? You all right?
Yeah.
He said muy well.
Yeah, he did. And I had to make a comment on it because I loved it so much.
So, Rosa, you got to answer, pick a number.
Oh, yeah, no, you got to explain to her what we're talking about.
Okay, pick a number 1 through 365, and I'm gonna ask you a question, but we're gonna like slut it up and say in bed afterwards. So pick a number 1 through 365.
And I already picked 69, so you can't take that one.
362.
Oh.
She's going way down there.
Yeah. Yeah. That's our Rosa.
Just going down to the hill where the wise men sleep.
Oh, what's one downside of the modern day world? ... In bed.
Oh.
So everything we're doing is because these are clean questions.
Okay.
But we're adding, like, you're proving it up.
So, like, what's the downside? Like, what do you think maybe the mentality of people about sex now is a downside?
Yeah, in this day and age.
In this day and age.
She just, like, walked in and got her bar. Like, what?
Like, do you think that maybe, you know, people are more closed-minded, or do you think that people, what's the downside? Are they doing it too much?
Actually, there's like an upside now. I don't think there's a downside. There used to be. It was like, you know, more closed-minded. Now I don't give a fuck.
Yeah. We were just talking, Lisa's question was, like, what would you regret not doing? And she said pegging.
Yeah.
So, like, you know, that's one of the things that it's in mainstream now, you know. People, people are okay with that, and they're okay with talking about it, or, you know, bringing it up in conversation.
Things that used to be very taboo, that you wouldn't even entertain the thought of, now all of a sudden are discussions that are on the table, and it's okay.
Like even like farting and stuff.
Oh, yeah. That's another one, too. And like kiaka.
Yeah.
No, with the fucking kiaka.
I know, even still. It's like how you said before, there's a click for every click.
Yeah. And there's a shit for every shit.
All right, Nora, it's your turn. Pick a number between 1 and 3,000. What was it?
Holy shit.
365.
Okay. Okay, 223. We'll do
223. All
I
right.
haven't looked at all of them. I don't want to be cool just yet.
223. Okay, ready? What do you do to relieve stress?
That's so nice. It's
here we
nice one.
Oh, I promise I did not read these beforehand. In bed. Oh.
Flick that bean.
Well, it is Chicago, and we are famous for the bean.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
The Chicago bean.
I'll get a plane ticket tomorrow.
We're gonna call it that. Am I getting red? I think to relieve stress. Well, I think the whole act is a stress reliever.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of giving oral, so to me, that's fun.
Oh,
That's
so it's a good stress reliever.
It is
It's like
a
one
good
of those stress balls.
Yeah.
Yeah, but in a different way, absolutely. So yeah, I think that would be something that relieves stress.
I like that.
Yeah. Especially, you know, if you can make it work in conjunction with other things.
Oh, yeah.
Sounds
why
good.
People smoke cigarettes. It's the oral
It's
fixation.
oral fixation.
Right?
I don't smoke cigarettes, but I like to do the others. So.
That should be an ad. I don't smoke, but I get great head.
That would be great on a t-shirt.
Cigarettes are too steady.
Oh, we digress.
Oh, man.
So, okay, we have to get back to Rosa now because we were talking about a follow-up on what the things that we were talking about last podcast about what we wanted to do. And the burning question is, did you eat that ass?
No assy.
And that's what I said. I was like, scrolling around. Well, I wasn't talking about me specifically. It was in general.
Eating ass. No, eating ass is like a big thing.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's like,
It's in vogue.
And it's for real. They were prepping for it. Like, you had to bleach the butt.
Oh, yeah.
Remember?
She's like, they were prepping for it. Remember, like in the 2000s, like in the early OOs, like that was a big thing, the anal bleaching.
oh, so
But I think that was more like in keeping with like, porn stars. And I don't know if that had something to do with it. But they seriously had salons that had that on the menu. I don't know if they still do.
Do they still have that?
They might. Isn't that interesting?
Bleach that ass.
yeah, who cares? I don't think guys, Davian, do you think guys give a shit if a woman's asshole is bleached or not? They don't care.
Woman or man, never really bothered me. Oranges aren't the only fruit.
Who cares, man?
Yeah, it's a
People-
thing.
You seriously think someone's gonna be like,
Yeah.
nope.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
I guess a
Oh, wait a
downside,
minute.
no, a downside going back to that is that.
That's what I thought you were going to say.
Oh, that people think that they have to be really perfect?
Yes,
And
with
porn.
the younger generation.
Yeah, that's what I thought you were gonna say.
They're obsessed with it. Like, you can't have, like, a bush, you can't have this, you can't have that. This one girl was like, I shaved my asshole. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
at a party she said that. It was awesome.
Yeah.
Like just out of nowhere, everybody was drinking, and what the hell were you guys talking about?
I don't remember, but she was just like,
And it was all quiet, and she was like, yeah, well, I shaved my asshole. And everybody was like,
they were all normal about it. They're like, yeah, me too.
No.
I was
See,
like, okay.
I wouldn't like that. Like, I don't like it when guys, like, shave
Everything?
their chest, because it's, like, really apparent, especially if it's a hairy guy. They,
Oh.
like, shave. It's like, I mean,
It, like,
unless you're with them the next day, it's like, I mean, you can see the stubble, you can feel, they feel like sandpaper. It's like
Oh,
rubbing
dear.
up on sandpaper.
I see.
It's man paper. I don't like it.
Yeah, I'd have to say, like, yeah, I like a man's natural state. I don't like someone who's going to be, like, grooming himself all the time.
I mean, a little bit.
Yeah, like, your general grooming. You know what I mean?
Well,
like, it's,
yeah,
like,
wipe your ass.
well, no. Like, even if there was some manscaping going on, you know what I mean? Okay. But some people, like, can take it a little bit.
Yeah, like,
too
don't put
far.
a design in that shit.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for, like, people to, like, go to the salon for, like, pubic kind of, like, haircuts.
Oh, you mean like a style? Like,
Yeah, like,
scissor hands?
can you part it down the middle?
Yeah.
Can you, like, give me pigtail? Like, something.
With layers.
Dreadlocks.
Yeah.
Dreadlocks.
Are you just going to, like,
People are
can you replicate this Van Gogh?
Excuse me, did you just say Van Gogh?
I did.
He's like,
Don't
nope.
start me on aluminum, please. Van Gogh, aluminum, leisure. What's that? I can send you a dictionary if you want. It's no bother. It would be my pleasure.
Yeah.
Please do.
Actually, there is a dictionary of English swearing which I'll have to send you. It's frightfully funny.
Oh my God, that sounds fantastic.
Absolutely, yeah. And you can use them in everyday conversation. You can use them in everyday conversation, and people over there won't really know you're swearing.
Oh my God, that's awesome. And they probably sound like they would sound very strange to an American, probably. Like,
Yes.
I remember like, what the hell is that word?
Yeah, because we're all idiots.
That's what my parents say. I swear to God, like they're talking like the school system here. Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, let's not get into that. Yeah, because my dad is still talking shit about that.
Oh my God.
Well, I remember I had British roommates, and one of my favorite things they would say is that she had a face like a slapped ass. Which I think, and I thought it meant like slapping someone's ass, but it's like a donkey.
Donkey.
Like if you slap a donkey and they're like, But I was like, what would an ass that was slapped?
It would
But
be
I
red.
thought that was a great saying.
There's an even better one than that. You can say he or she has got a face I wouldn't even let my dog lick.
Oh! Well, there's one thing that came to mind. What was that that one that you said? Is it British or like what is it? The Minger or Munter?
Yeah.
Minger? Is it
Minger?
One of them.
Minger,
Is it a
yeah.
Minger?
Yeah, Minger. It's like a English slang for a particularly unattractive person. Same
Exactly.
as Minger Munter. Means the same thing.
Yeah. So
yeah, my roommates used to say that.
and that's what I'm
Minging.
saying.
Yeah,
so
he's
Americans
minging.
will be like, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
Hey, mate, you're minging.
I love that shit.
We're gonna be the life of the party.
Hey, you mingers, get me a beer, you cunt.
Exactly. Yeah. They'll be like, "Oh my god, that sounds really sweet."
Like this shit just called Minger. It's so cute. I think she likes me.
Yeah, and I think also, unfortunately, we're not as exposed to like British language here as as people are of American English in Europe. Because you do hear more like American movies and stuff, but we don't get as much British TV here. We do get some,
Yes.
but we don't get some of the good stuff, unfortunately.
Oh, right, okay.
So, rude.
Yeah, we get screwed.
Man, the man. Dear. So your TV sets at the moment are just full of that fucking idiot Trump all the time now, aren't they?
Oh God! Don't get me started.
Don't even get me started. I did see. I love the British Parliament was like debating whether or not to let him in the country.
Oh my God!
That is hilarious.
Yeah. It's crazy. Let him in, I say. Let him in. Let him make a fool of himself. It's brilliant. Have him over.
God. Well, the fact that your government can at least agree on something, that's good. I mean, our guys can't agree on anything. I mean, at least even the conservatives in Britain think he's crazy. So that says something about the sanity of your country.
Yeah, really. Yeah, this is ridiculous. This is
Given
ridiculous.
its history.
Yeah.
Crazy fucks over there. Like, I think crazy fucks, like, originated, like, in Britain. Like,
Oh.
seriously.
And now they've gone
There
past
was,
it.
there was a lot of brutal shit. Yeah, oh yeah.
Everywhere, I suppose.
Mhm.
I guess we're still youngins in terms of a country.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
So we got some shit to work out.
Yeah. That just made
bro.
me think of, do you know the comedian Eddie Izzard?
Yes, yes. I'm very fond of him. He's very funny.
Oh, he's awesome. And one of the things that he said in his stand-up is like, oh, you people in America, it's like this building is over 200 years old. It's like, and it's like so ancient to us. They got shit that's like 1,000 centuries.
Yeah.
It's like, it's hilarious. It's so true. We're like, man, this is old. Yeah.
Yeah, like when I lived in Rome, like 100 years old was like new construction.
You're right. Exactly. It's so great.
Have you heard the comedian, the Australian comedian Jim Jeffries?
Yes.
Yeah.
Love Jim
Okay.
Jeffries.
He's very
great.
good. He does a particularly good rant about what does he say? He was addressing some people and saying, if you're a dumb cunt and you married a dumb cunt, the chances are your children will be dumb cunts too. Fucking brilliant. He does a brilliant one about guns as well, but that's a whole
Yeah, I
different-
saw that. That was so good.
Yeah.
It was so good.
I saw the one recently where he was talking about, like the definition of, speaking of definition of a slut, but like the definition of slut, and like someone who just thinks they're dirty and kinky. Like, well, I'm dirty, I'm kinky. Like, he's like, yeah, good on you. You like to wear a cute little outfit, once every, couple weeks or whatever, man. You let your man like fuck you in the ass once a quarter or give him a blowjob for his birthday. He's like, that's great and all. He's like, but a slut, like, she can't live without having something in her mouth. Her next breath cannot be taken unless she's fulfilling something. He's hilarious.
No, but the gun one that he had was actually really good and very interesting.
Yeah.
And like, I know there was, the culture here with guns is just so irrational
Yeah.
and so insane.
Yeah.
But it's so ingrained in American culture, and I
Oh
don't
my
even
God.
know if we're.
With the Second Amendment and all that. And I was
Oh.
like, yeah.
But these people literally think that like the government's trying to take their guns, and that if once they get the guns, the government's gonna. I don't know what
Take
the
over.
government's gonna do.
They're
to
going to
them.
come and it's going to be a police state. Yeah, that's what it seems
As
like.
if their gun is going to help against
Yes.
like F-16s
Right.
and nuclear weapons and whatever else the government has.
Right. Like military presence and their little,
But they legitimately believe this, and it's just, I don't understand it. It's just crazy.
Yeah.
And then your police don't even have guns. Is that true?
We do, but we don't bring them out unless we need them.
Unless you need them.
Yeah.
Unless it's like a riot or something.
Something like that, yeah.
Like something unruly happening.
Yeah.
Unruly. That's a
Are the
very
children-
English word. Unruly.
Unruly.
There were some people being very unruly and naughty, so we got the guns out and badly shot them in the arse.
They probably really would say that.
No, we all speak like cockneys over here. Cool, blimey, ain't the Queen Mum looking young these days? Fucking hell, mate.
Oh, I love it.
Stone the crows. Look at her tits on that.
Oh, that's another one that I like. Is that British? Get off my tits.
Oh yeah, I got.
Kids.
Oh,
Yeah.
mate,
I've never seen
mate.
I love that one.
You kind of say it like, "Oh mate, I had this smoke and I was absolutely off my fucking tits, innit?"
Yeah, that's great.
There you go.
Yeah.
So it means you were like fucked up, or are you just happy?
Stoned or drunk.
Stoned.
beyond that,
Yeah.
Oh,
It's like out of
okay.
your mind, like rocked
That's
out
what it
or
is.
whatever.
Yeah.
Oh.
Love it.
Yeah, I don't
Munted.
usually talk about this,
Munted is another word.
That's good for my vocabulary. Need to incorporate that shit.
Learn something new every day, Manny.
That's true.
Yeah. that you can put that on your agenda for 2017.
Ah.
The word tit into your vocabulary.
Well, we're getting into the witching hour for Davian because of the time difference.
Yes.
Right.
It's like in the middle of the night.
It is currently 1:05 in the morning.
Good Lord.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Thank you so much
Yeah,
for
thank
like
you so
having
much
like the
for-
call in with us.
Hey,
It's been so much fun.
I wanted to chat to you guys because I dig the show, so it seems like an opportunity not to miss, really, to solo and to be a stoned aging idiot. Hey.
Will you please pass our best to Sam and Kat? We love them on the show. They're hilarious.
Nah, bollocks to them.
Send us more of your music.
I will send you some more music if you want. Yes, by all means. And send me some of your stuff.
Hell
Absolutely.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
If you have a British accent, a guy could just be like, hello, and a girl will be like, here's my pussy.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Pretty much, absolutely. Without,
Yeah, the ladies love it.
Well, get me a plane ticket then.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, you would have a very easy time here, my friend.
Oh,
Let
dear.
me tell you.
Or I'll have to bring my dice with me then.
It'd be like a Christmas tree with ornaments on it, but it'd be like panties all over it.
Holy shit.
Like one big bear.
Like a garland.
That sounds fantastic.
All right, dear. Thank you so much.
Thank you
Yes.
so much. This has been awesome.
The pleasure is all mine. It has been a wonderful experience, and I feel spiritually enriched for being here.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's
She believed that. All right, babe. Have a great night, and good luck with the kiddos.
Take it easy, man. Bye now. See ya.
If you like what you heard, please share us on Twitter at Bitch Podcast, on Facebook at Lab Podcast Chicago, on Instagram at L.A.B._podcast, or visit our website www.labpodcast.com.